The narrative of the film examination starts with 2 pictures of elephants with the composed assertion regular selection. Then, a few bugs, including seagoing environments creatures, attack each other. Then the creature-like hostility of people as death and obliteration and vicious demonstrations are displayed on different people. Then a person named Travis comes on the scene. He is an against-war protester. The following scene begins in the public where the general population is trudging. Furthermore, the standards of composed articulations is no more coffins and harmony are gotten. Travis is likewise in the parade and chatting with a man. The got pennant of Travis has a composed expression on it as bring them home. In the meantime, a young lady is moved by somebody who is there and she is tumbled down. Travis is lashed out seeing it and he begins punching that man. What's more, police cover the matter coming there. That young lady asks Travis, "Are you okay?" A short time later, they are gotten to know. The discussion starts as she tells him, she is going to India. In the following scene, Travis is perusing a paper sitting in his room. He sees a commercial where a few subjects are expected for a social experiment. Its length is 14 days and there is a need a staff, the compensation is $1,000 each day. Travis goes for interview and experiences a man named Barris who sits close to him. Travis calls him, "Brilliant man," while checking him out. Furthermore, that brilliant man shares with him, "We are outsiders." An essential researcher organizes a gathering with the up-and-comers after a period. He says we will direct a social investigation. As far as it might be concerned, we really want to orchestrate a short series test it. He wishes to clear it early on the grounds that these things will be given to you in a safe climate. It will be a real investigation. A portion of the subjects will be denied of their social equality. According to then he, let's beginning the test. Various inquiries are presented to Travis and different individuals. As a word, savagery is expressed before Travis. According to what's more, he, no. Subsequently, the word religion is expressed before him. He again says, no. Researcher says on it, it is a wide region. The more inquiries are additionally posed from Barris and Travis similarly. Furthermore, Travis is situated where a screen is fixed which plays the locations of brutality. From that point onward, investing energy with her companion, Travis again arrives at a similar spot. He likewise meets Barris there. He shares with him in the wake of meeting, "Nice to meet you." The vast majority among them are restless and jobless. Also, they concur with it. The essential researcher tells them, there will be tests for every one of you in the following 14 days. He more says I will reclaim social liberties from every one of you. You triumph ultimately the last opportunity to stop. Then, at that point, the total staff gesture taking a gander at each other. Then, at that point, the pioneer says, good. According to he, your security will be our primary goal. The investigation will be ended assuming any brutality on your part happens. Then pioneer calls participation of everybody and the referenced individual is stood, making one more gathering while at the same time sitting individuals are approached to follow another line. Similarly, researcher leaves saying, best of luck refined man. Barris group is told. Barris group is of gatekeepers while Travis group is of detainees. Travis group is told, there are 5 critical standards for the detainees. They are educated about the standards. As detainees are simply restricted to the assigned region. Then, at that point, it is told, they will be served multiple times food and they are dependable to clean their plates subsequent to eating. The time length of 30 minutes will be for their diversion where they can have some time off. In any case, more guidelines are likewise told with an advance notice. As that competitor will be rebuffed on the off chance that he defies any guideline. It is likewise told, this examination isn't simply applicable to people. It will be forced all in all gathering in the event of disrupting the guideline by a person. In the event that disciplinary move isn't made in the span of 30 minutes against the gathering individuals, the red light will be turned on and trial will be ended. According to then the researcher, presently I will see you in about 14 days. Then, at that point, a gathering individual from Barris expresses, put on the garments as per your distributed numbers. Also, the given cell task will be left with their cells. Then everybody moves to his assigned cell. Travis notices the proper cameras there. Travis' detainee mates are Nix and Benji. The following time, sporting season of playing b-ball shows up. Presently detainees are playing b-ball. A detainee raises a ruckus around town to the watchman while playing it. In view of the b-ball hit, the gatekeeper's lips start to drain. However, the gatekeeper cannot respond as indicated by the principals. He tells him, "We can make the disciplinary move in 30 minutes or less." His colleagues will not make a move when he converses with them. Then gatekeeper's gathering part rebuffs that detainee who has raised a ruckus around town saying to have 10 push UPS. All detainees are likewise approached to do likewise, all have 10 push UPS. Gatekeeper's room has the camera's screens which makes the likelihood to watch out for the exercises of the detainees. In any case, detainees are served food by the gatekeepers since it is the second day now. A food thing isn't preferred by one detainee. Yet, the food plate's tidiness is fundamental as per the standard. Travis does likewise not spotless the plates with a portion of his detainees. Watch Pioneer says noisily, they should practice more push UPS. A detainee tosses a food thing on the essence of the watchman. According to what's more, look. I have practiced push-up. Then, at that point, a similar watchman tosses food on them. Thus, all detainees start to toss everything on them. Also, monitors escape from that point. Also, detainees yell, "It is our home." They are energized. In the following scene, all gatekeepers are discussing the principles. Subsequently, Barris plans that we should embarrass all detainees since they went about accordingly. He showers the fire quencher in the cell of detainees subsequent to saying it. Then, at that point, Barris locks Travis with the detainee's entryway utilizing binds to get back at him. Barris shares with Travis in his said words, "Shut up." Then he says it noisily, such occurrences ought not be reoccurred in the wake of making sense of them for all. Then, at that point, he says noisily, "Everyone has got it." All answer, "Yes sir." Then going before the mirror, Barris grins. On the opposite side, Travis is vexed and in a furious state of mind. He hears his detainee mate's voice. He says my glucose has dropped excessively low. Watches request that he keep calm when he tells his concern to them. Barris tends to all detainees on the third day of preliminary. He says now 11 days have remained. We ought to go about as, for example, everybody might get back to his home cheerfully. Then they going inside with the other gatekeeper, Barris tracks down that detainee in a sickness. His main is Benji who is rested on his bed. Barris requests that he stand up however, Travis uncovers about his disease leaning toward him. In any case, the gatekeeper doesn't persuade and says, rules will be rules. Travis says experiments will be ended in the event of hurting each other. The safeguard then, at that point, orders us all to return to our cells. And the detainees are all placed in prison. Travis, who turned into a detainee, starts to feel significantly better concerning his companion. He additionally collaborates with his kindred prisoner. Monitors on the opposite side are talking on how the analysis will be cut short assuming somebody is severely harmed, and individuals will likewise not be paid. So it is smarter to determine it utilizing another strategy. Similarly, Barris thinks about a subsequent arrangement as he liberates Travis from the cell at evening to get payback from him. Then he ties him with a seat and transports him to an area. From that point onward, he shaves his head with a shaving machine while getting payback from him. Travis is fallen away when he hits his seat powerfully. Travis is shamed excessively. He stays quiet coming into his cell when he is gotten some information about this event. Benji is neither treated even nor served food who was sick since he couldn't leave his bed. Concealing a bread subtly, Travis serves him to eat in the wake of coming there. One individual from the watchman comes for the assistance of Travis around evening time who couldn't confront unfairness. Travis demands him to bring a needle and insulin from Benji's sack. He will give him cash assuming that he so wants, yet the watchman declines. He goes to that room covertly where the sacks are put. In the wake of looking through Benji's sack, he comes out taking insulin and a needle. Oppositely, Travis in the wake of watching everything through cameras. Barris compasses to that watch promptly who is making a difference. He finds everything from him while undermining him who requested that he make it happen. Also, he uncovers everything. Travis himself goes to the phone taking insulin and needle and puts on Benji's bed. He gazes at Travis. Travis is brought to Barris Forerunner in the following scene. Then, at that point, Travis is requested to clean the latrine in view of his infringement. Travis rejects it. Then Travis is compelled to say, "I am a detainee." Travis doesn't follow it and expresses, "Go to damnation." Travis' face is dunked into the latrine as a discipline. Also, the latrine is flushed. Despite this abuse, Travis shares with Barris, "Go to damnation." Eventually, Travis acknowledges his loss and says, "I am a detainee." In the following scene, Travis is shown crying and in a defenseless condition. Everything is being caught by the camera. On the contrary side, Barris wakes that gatekeeper around evening time who has attempted to help Travis. Taking him in another room, he is being put under mercilessness. This watchman is welcomed before the detainee on the 5th day. His face is injured and blood-stained when his face is uncovered. Barris names him poisoner number 76. Travis is hearing all that and tosses his shirt on the ground subsequent to taking it off. What's more, emulating Travis, all detainees toss their shirts down. Sooner or later, Travis moves towards the camera and tumbles down. Barris disregards showing his mercilessness. While Benji hits him losing his control. Turning around, Barris hits Benji. Thus, Benji starts besetting, tumbling down, and furthermore injured. Presently Benji is still lying on the ground. Travis is gotten into a secluded iron box that has a decent camera inside it. Presently, watches are befuddled while Barris keeps on showing his ruthlessness. According to he, no one will be familiar with it. On the 6th day, Travis proceeds with his giggling secured in the iron box. He additionally claims to others as he is in typical condition. He doesn't lose his expectation. Lastly gets accomplishment to open the iron box utilizing his armband and delivered. He additionally liberates different detainees coming outside. Also, proceeds with his endeavors to go after the gatekeepers. A detainee hands Travis over an iron stick after his appearance to go after different gatekeepers. Monitors are scared seeing the camera's screen since they come to be aware as detainees are liberated at this point. One of the watchmen asks, "What would it be advisable for us to do?" According to holding a stick Barris, "We ought to be prepared." Every one of the detainees are viciously beating on the glass entryway. A while later, the entryway is opened. All gatekeepers avoid saving their lives while Barris is after them. Detainees are pursuing them frantically as they will end their lives. The shade isn't opened to move outside by the gatekeepers. In the meantime, the detainees assault them. Barris wounds Travis, however he holds a blade. While Barris loses his handhold in dread. After it, Barris brutally beats Travis and different detainees are going after different watchmen. Simultaneously, the red light is turned on. It implies that the investigation has been ended by the standard. Presently the outside is apparent as the structure entryway is opened. The peeping of birds is heard and brilliant light is noticeable after numerous days. All start to stroll in injured condition and sit on the ground dejectedly. Then a similar transport shows up which had dropped them here. All get seats there, wearing their dresses. Barris, who was situated on the transport, have a $14,000 really take a look at in his grasp. However, he is upset and he checks Travis out. Every individual who participated in the analysis was rewarded. The news that it was mental trying was likewise broadcasted by the media. And the examinations have been all approved. Travis is presently moving to India. Travis is sitting close to a lake, attempting to watch a lady flush her youngster's face with water. After some time, Travis' companion comes to the posterior. He grins calmly and both are joined